Wesley Javins, Wesleyjavins.
And Wesley, what year are you? What positions do you play?
I'm going to be a senior, and I play tight end and defensive ends.
Awesome. Well, Wesley, taking a look at this Bishop Luers team, how do you feel like things have come together so far this offseason?
A lot of bonding. It started out a little bit shaky, but we've gotten it together. We all believe in each other, and we believe that we can do this all together.
Obviously, with Bishop Luers, a lot of success last season, especially come postseason time. How do you build off that momentum and try to take the next step this coming season?
We just got to ride the wave. We got to build. Honestly, we think we can win every single game this year. We started in the postseason last year. We can move straight from that, and I don't think we'll lose a single game this year.
Who are some guys that you think can step up and have a huge year this coming season?
Definitely Jarrell Thomas, Isaac Zay, and then we got a bunch of sophomores like Mikael Woodson, D. Hogue, Davion Surrey. They can play big roles. We're gonna have a bunch of young offensive linemen. Michael Brow is one of them. He started all last year, but he's gonna build on last year along with Zach Wall, who was a freshman last year. So they'll step up a lot.
As one of those upperclassmen, how have you tried to lead and set an example for this program?
Really just getting them in line. They like to mess around a lot, but you gotta make sure they stay put and they're really focused on what they're supposed to be doing.
And of course, taking a look at Bishop Luers' schedule, some changes with the SAC now going to the two divisions. It opens the door to some out-of-conference opponents. How do you feel like that helps prepare this Luers team? Just seeing some teams that you maybe haven't seen in the past.
Well, really, it'll be fun. It'll be offenses that we'll see in the postseason a lot. We'll get the mixture of wing tees and stuff. There's smaller schools like us. We'll still play the big schools like Homestead and Northrop and all that, which will help us like it has in the past. But really, it's just going to help us really just prepare on what we're supposed to focus for in the postseason.
Anything else you want to add?
Go Knights.
Cohen McKenzie, KohenMcKenzie.
Cohen, what year are you and what position do you play?
I'm class of 24 and I play quarterback.
Awesome. Well, Cohen, you're a senior this season. Just how do you feel like this team is coming together so far this offseason?
I feel like we're coming together good. Our biggest focus is getting the young guys to buy in and bringing the winning culture back to Luers.
You mentioned playing quarterback, learning from a guy like Charlie Stansky. What do you take away from learning under a guy like him as you shoulder the load this coming season?
You just see what to do, what not to do. You just see the mistakes. You just learn from the mistakes, and you also see the good in what he did, how he progressed through the season, and you just see you can learn from his mistakes.
Luers obviously had a great finish to the end of last season, going on another deep postseason run. How do you build on that and try to carry that momentum forward for this season?
We just build on our momentum we've had going through playing the big schools in our conference. We probably have the second hardest conference in the state, so you just build that, then going to play the East Sides, the Manchesters, going to play those, and it's just a different ball game going in. We can just build on what we had during the postseason, and we hopefully bring back a blue ring.
Who are some folks you feel like can step up and have a huge season?
Our main guy, Jalen White, is going to be a monster this year. Isaac Zay is going to bring out numbers. Davion Surrey is going to do big things for us. And we have our young pups like our freshmen, Justin Wyan, Jannard Moore. They could possibly see some minutes on varsity this year. And Gio Jimenez should be doing great things for us this year.
Of course, taking a look at Bishop Luers' schedule, there's some changes to the SAC. Now it's in a two-division format with a chance to play some out-of-conference opponents. How do you hope that helps a program like Luers and get some exposure to some teams you normally don't play?
It just shows us different teams during the two games we played before we get in conference play. We scheduled two teams that we would play like East Nova. Those are like our playoff teams we will play, and it just shows us what we're going to see during the postseason.
Anything else you want to add?
Go Knights.
Jarrell, what year and what positions do you play?
Class of 2024. I play running back and linebacker.
All right, well, Jarrell, taking a look at this Bishop Luers team, how do you feel like things have come together so far this offseason?
Well, we lost a defensive coordinator last year, and one of the tight end coaches had to step up and coach the linebackers, and very disciplined, no mistakes. We redo every single drill, no matter what the mistake is. We have some dogs on the D-line, absolute dogs. Michael Brow, Tristan Woodcox, Damian Jackson, Wes. I don't see no team running the ball on that D-line whatsoever. Our secondary, I think we have the best secondary in this building in the state. Davion Surrey, Mikael Woodson, DC, D. We have a lot of young, talented guys on our defense.
You don't need to tell me twice about dogs at Bishop Luers. Looking at how last season ended, you go on another deep postseason run. How do you carry that momentum forward heading into this season?
Well, when you look at Luers, it's a very small school. So when we compete against the big schools in the regular season, it gets us somewhat prepared for the postseason. And we're really known for getting deep postseason runs. So we're just looking to ride the wave and continue the tradition and just go to state and get that blue ring.
As you are one of the older guys on this team, just how do you hope to lead and set an example for the program?
Well, just getting the young guys right, just let them know right from wrong, when it's time to play around, when it's time not to, when it's time to get the work, listen to coach, no mistakes, do every drill perfect, hustle everywhere you go.
Some new changes to the SAC this year. Now it's in 2 divisions. It opens the door to playing some out-of-conference opponents. With those early games, just how do you hope that helps prepare this Luers team and see some teams you maybe don't play in usual years?
I'm personally excited. I've never played New Haven, never played East Noble. I'm really excited. It's a team I never played before. I think it's going to be a really good game, both 2 weeks. It's going to get us prepared for the in-conference games. And, yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
Luers Nation, let's ride.